Right, good morning class. So today we're looking at 10C, worksheet 10C. So the question says calculate x, y, z and t. Okay. So we are given that these lines are parallel, so we know that alternate angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal. None of the two is evident here. However, the co-interior angle supplementary, it adds up to 180. So x plus 30 is equal to 180 degrees. Reason is co-interior. Remember, when we use co-interior, alternate or corresponding, we must say which lines are parallel. So PQ, the set of parallel lines we're using here is PQA is parallel to AB. Okay? So then x works out to be 180 minus 30 degrees, 150 degrees. Start populating the diagram so that at one glance we can see what we have. Okay, and there again co-interior angles. You see that U there, and these lines are parallel. So y plus 60 is equal to 180. It's co-interior angles with AB being parallel to TS. Okay. So y is equal to 180 minus 60, which is 120 degrees. So what happens now? We've got angles on a straight line for Z. Okay. So we say then 150 degrees plus 120 plus Z equals 360 degrees. Why? Is angles around a point or a revolution. So Z works out to be, that's 270, so it's going to give you 90 degrees. Okay, that is also a right angle then. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 says, these lines are parallel. So if those lines are parallel, what do we know? Alternate angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, and co-interior angles are supplementary. Can you see that? So let's go with what we've just highlighted there. So x we're going to go with first. As you can see, x is 65 degrees. So x is 65 degrees. Why? So alternate angles with BC being parallel to FE. Or, I think I marked it wrong there. This must be a D. Okay, FD or FE is the same thing, or DE. So 65 there. Then we said the corresponding angles, as you can see there, so it makes y 40. Why is y 40 degrees? Because the fact that it's corresponding angles with BC being parallel to FD. Okay. Then to work out T, is angles in a triangle. So T plus 40 plus 65 is equal to 180. Why? Sum of triangles in this triangle BFE. So T is 105. 180 minus 105 is 75 degrees. Okay. So there we got that one. And with Z we can go angles in a straight line or co-interior angles. So Z plus 65 is equal to 180. Angles in a straight line. So Z is equal to 115 degrees. Okay. Okay, with regards to number 3, okay, this video is free, so you can share it with your friends in the other class. So let's look at number 3. Again, those lines are parallel, so alternate angles are equal. So as you can see, the Z being formed there. So Z is 20 degrees. Why? It's alternate angles. And there's your Z. So AB is parallel to CD. Okay? So there we put Z to be 20. Then X, again, alternate angles there. Can you see that? So X is 110 degrees. It's alternate angles with BC being parallel to DE. Okay. So that's going to be 110 degrees. Y. So that is going to be Y. No, not that angle. This angle here is Y. So you can go with sum of triangles there. Or T is vertically opposite. Can you see that? So T is equal to 20 degrees. Vertically opposite. And then for Y, I can go angles in a triangle. Okay. Add up to 180. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Y plus 110 degrees plus 20 degrees equals 180. Sum of triangles in this triangle. Okay, there's no vertex here, so I'm not going to name the triangle. So it's just now say sum of triangle. But if there was a vertex or a letter given there, I would have named the triangle. 180 minus 110 minus 20. 180 minus 110 is 70, so it's going to give you simply 50 degrees there. I'm just checking. Alright, 50 degrees. Alright. Okay, now we're looking at number 4.1. So again, the question says solve for x. So we need to set up an equation here using one of these theorems to solve for x. So as you can see what is given there, we can go with exterior angles equal to the sum of the two interior opposite. So I'm going to say 5x minus 50 equals x plus 2x plus 10 degrees. Why? It's the exterior angle of triangle. And it's triangle ABC. You see the outside angle, the angles on the outside of this triangle. So I name that triangle. So you solve for x, so 5x minus x minus 2x is equal to 10 plus 50. Which gives me 60. And that is of course going to give you 2x, so x is going to give you 30 degrees. Okay? Let's look at 4.2. Again, the exterior angle is going to be interior opposite, but we don't have that angle there. However, these lengths are equal, which makes C1 the same as angle B, which is x plus 10. The reason is angles opposite equal sides. Okay? It's going to be x plus 10 degrees. Now we can set up this equation here to solve for x. Angles on a straight line, so x plus 10 plus 4x minus 30 is equal to 180. It's a straight line. Okay, so that's going to give us, of course, 5x is equal to 180 plus 30 minus 10, which is 1 to 10 is 200 degrees. So x works out to be 40. Okay. Okay. So in 4.3, as you can see, these lines are parallel, so the corresponding angles are equal. You see that F being formed there? Also the Z is evident here, so it would be, this angle will be equal to Y. Alternate angles there. But we can solve for x first. So we can say x plus 10 degrees is equal to 50. For those of you who don't see it, is the reason why they created to started manufacturing this is for calculus, is for geometry. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, okay? So there's your F. So those angles are corresponding, okay? So you say corresponding angles with AB being parallel to CD, okay? So x works out to be 40 degrees. So that is going to be, as we said, 50 degrees there, or 40 plus 10. So here we can go now with the angles on a straight line. So I then now say 50 plus y plus 60 degrees equals 180. The reason, of course, is a straight line. Then y is equal to 180 minus 60, which 120 minus 50 is going to be 70 degrees. Okay, so can you just check? Alright, 70 degrees makes that correct. Okay. That brings us to the end of grade, no it doesn't, because the next worksheet also deals with grade 9 division, okay.